Good morning, students. Today topic is plant ecology, principles of ecology, ecological factors, example of tolerance to toxicity, soya beans and tomato manage to tolerance presence of cadmium, poisoning by isolating cadmium and storing into few group of cells and prevent cadmium affecting other cells. So soya beans and tomato plants can tolerate in the presence of cadmium. It can store the cadmium in some group of cells and prevent the cadmium affecting other cells. Rice and actually Icornia tolerate cadmium by binding it to their proteins. So these plants otherwise can also be used to remove cadmium from contaminated soil. So these plants are called as phytoremediations. Phyto means plants. These plants remove the pollutant cadmium from the soil. So they are called as phytoremediation. The next ecological factor is wind. Air in motion is called as a wind. It is also a vital ecological factor. The atmospheric air contains a number of gases, particles and other constituents. The composition of gases in atmosphere is also nitrogen 78 percentage, oxygen 21 percentage, carbon dioxide 0.3 percentage, argon and other gases 0.93 percentage. The other components of wind are water vapors, gaseous pollutant, dust, smoke particles, microorganisms, pollen grains, spores, etc. So these are present in the air. Anemometer is the instrument used to measure the speed of the wind. Effect of wind. Wind is an important factor for the formation of rain. It causes wave formation in lakes and oceans, which promotes aeration of water. Strong wind causes soil erosion and reduces soil fertility. So, due to strong wind, it causes eroding of the soil, and due to that, the soil fertility get reduced. Increases the rate of transpiration. Heavy wind causes the increased rate of transpiration in plants. So some of the anemophilous plant are pollinated by means of wind. So wind also helps in dispersal of many fruits, seeds and spores. Strong wind may cause us uprooting of big trees. Unidirectional wind stimulates the development of flock forms in trees. So the next ecological factor is fire. Fire is an exothermic factor caused due to the chemical process of combustion releasing heat and light. It is mostly man-made and sometimes develops naturally due to friction between the tree surfaces. Fire is generally divided into ground fire, surface fire, and crown fire. First, ground fire, which is flameless and subterranean. Surface fire, which consumes the herbs and shrubs. Crown fire, which burns the forest canopy. Effect of fire. Fire has a direct lethal effect of plants. So it causes death on the plants. Burning scars are the suitable place for the entry of parasitic fungi and insects. It brings out the alternation of light, rainfall, nutrient cycle, fertility of soil, pH, soil, plants, and also animals. Some fungi which grow in the soil of burnt area called pyrophilus. Example, Pyronema conflictions. Edaphic factors. The edaphic factors, the abiotic factors related to soil include the physical and chemical composition of the soil formed in a particular area. So edaphic factor is a abiotic factor related to soil including the physical and chemical composition of the soil formed in a particular area. So the study of edaphic so the study of soil is called as the pedology. The soil is the weathered superficial layer of the earth in which plant can grow. It is a complex composite mean mass consisting of soil constituents, soil water, soil air, and soil microorganisms. Soil formation. Soil originates from rocks and develops gradually at different rates depending upon the ecological and climatic condition. Soil formation is initiated by the weathering process. Biological weathering takes place when the organisms like bacteria, fungi, lichens, and plants helps in the breakdown of rocks through the production of acids and the certain chemical substances. Soil types. Based on soil formation, pedogenesis, the soil are divided into residual soil, transported soil, residual soil. These are soils formed by weathering and pedogenesis of the rock. Transported soil. These are transported by various agents. The important edaphic factors which affect vegetation are soil moisture, soil water, soil reaction, soil nutrient, soil temperature, soil atmosphere, and soil organisms. Soil moisture. Plant absorb rainwater and moisture directly from the air. Soil water. Soil water is more important than any other ecological factors affecting the distribution of plants. Rain is the main sources of soil water. Capillary water held between pores spaces of soil particle and angles between them is the most important form of water available to the plants. So the capillary water which are held in the pores of the soil particles between angles between them is the most important form of water available in the plants. Soil reactions. Soil may be acidic or alkaline or neutral in their reaction. pH value of the soil solution determines the availability of plant nutrient. The best pH range of the soil for cultivation of crab plant is 5.5 to 6.8. That is, it is mostly acidic in nature. The soil nutrient. Soil fertility and productivity is the ability of the soil to provide all essential plant nutrients such as minerals and organic nutrients in the form of ions. Soil temperature. Soil temperature of an area plays an important role in determining the geographical distribution of plants. Low temperature reduces the use of water and solute absorption by plant roots. Soil atmosphere. The space left between soil particles are called pore spaces which contain oxygen and carbon dioxide. Soil organisms. Many organisms exist in the soil like bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoans, nematodes, insects, earthworm, etc. are called as soil organisms. Next, soil profile. Horizon distribution. O horizon, organic horizon which is rich in humus. that is decayed matter. Description: it consists of fresh or partly decomposed organic matter. O1. Freshly fallen leaves, twigs, flowers, and fruits are present. Zone 2, that is O2. Dead plants, animals, and other excreta decomposed by microorganisms, usually absent in agricultural and desert region. A. Horizon. Topsoil, often rich in humus and minerals. It consists of topsoil with humus, living creatures, and inorganic minerals. A1. Dark and rich in organic matter because of mixture of organic acid and mineral matter. A2. Light colored layer with large sized mineral particles. The next, B horizon. Accumulation horizon, subsoil, poor in humus, rich in minerals. It consists of iron, aluminum, and silica rich clay organic compounds. C horizon. Partially withered horizon, withered rock fragments, little or no plant or animal life. It consists of parent materials of soil composed of little amount of organic matter without life forms. R horizon. Parent material bedrock. It is a parent bedrock upon which underground water is found. These are the different horizons of a soil profile. The soil is commonly stratified into horizons at a different depth. Thus, layer different in their physical, chemical, and biological properties. This succession of superimposed horizon is called as a soil profile. Types of soil particles. Based on the relative proportion of soil particles, four types of soils are recognized. Soil type, size, relative proportion. Clayey soil less than 0.002 mm. 50% of clay and 50% of slit. Slit that is cold or heavy soil. Slit soil 0.002 to 0.02 mm. 90% of slit and 10% of sand. Loamy soil 0.002 to 2 mm. 70% of sand and 30% of clay or slit or both, that is garden soil. Sandy soil 0.2 to 2 mm. 85% sand and 15% clay. Light soil. Next, soil profile. Horizon distribution. O horizon, organic horizon, which is rich in humus, that is decayed matter. Description: it consists of fresh or partly decomposed organic matter. O1. Freshly fallen leaves, twigs, flowers, and fruits are present. Zone 2, that is O2. Dead plants, animals, and other excreta decomposed by microorganisms, usually absent in agricultural and desert region. A. Horizon. Topsoil, often rich in humus and minerals. It consists of topsoil with humus, living creatures, and inorganic minerals. A1. Dark and rich in organic matter because of mixture of organic acid and mineral matter. A2. Light colored layer with large sized mineral particles. The next, B horizon. Accumulation horizon, subsoil, poor in humus, rich in minerals. It consists of iron, aluminum, and silica rich clay organic compounds. C horizon. partially withered horizon, withered rock fragments, little or no plant or animal life. It consists of parent materials of soil composed of little amount of organic matter without life forms, or horizon parent material bedrock. It is a parent bedrock upon which underground water is found. These are the different horizons of a soil profile. The soil is commonly stratified into horizons at a different depth. This layer different in their physical, chemical and biological properties. This succession of superimposed horizon is called as a soil profile. Types of soil particles. Based on the relative proportion of soil particles, four types of soils are recognized. Soil type, size, relative proportion. Clayey soil less than 0.002 mm. 50% of clay and 50% of silt. Silt that is cold or heavy soil. Silt soil 0.002 to 0.02 mm, 90% of silt and 10% of sand. Loamy soil 0.002 to 2 mm, 70% of sand and 30% of clay or silt or both. That is garden soil. Sandy soil 0.2 to 2 mm, 85% sand and 15% clay. Light soil. Based on water holding capacity of the soil, aeration and mineral content of the soil, the distribution of vegetation is divided into different types. They are halophytes, plants living in saline soil; psammophytes, plants living in sandy soil; lithophytes, plants living on rocky surface; chasmophytes, plants living in rock cervixes; cryptophytes, plants living below the soil surface; cryophytes, plants living in ice surface; auxilophytes, plants living in acidic soil; calciphytes, plants living in calcium rich soil, alkaline soil. The next, topographic factors. The surface feature of earth are called as topography. The topographic influence on the climate of any area is determined by the interaction of solar radiation, temperature, humidity, rainfall, altitude and latitude. It affects the vegetation through climatic variation in small areas, microclimate, and even changes the soil condition. Topographic factors include latitude, altitude, direction of mountain, steepness of mountain, etc. Latitude and altitude. Latitudes represent distance from the equator. Temperature values are maximum at the equator and decreases gradually towards poles. Different type of vegetations occur from equator to poles, which are ice and snow, tundra, needle leaf forest, it is coniferous forest, temperate deciduous forest, tropical rain forest. Height above the sea level forms the altitude. At high altitudes, the velocity of wind remains high, temperature and air pressure decrease while humidity and intensity of the light increases. Due to this factor, vegetation at a different altitude varies, showing distinct zonations. Direction of mountain. North and south faces of mountain or hill possesses different type of flora, that is plant and fauna animals, because they differ in their humidity, rainfall, light intensity, light duration and temperature regions. The two faces of the mountain are hilly receives different amount of solar radiation, action and rains. Of this two phases, the wind windward regions possesses good vegetation due to heavy rains, and leeward regions possess poor vegetation due to rain shadows. Similarly, in the soil of aquatic bodies like ponds, the center and edge possess different depth of water due to soil slope and different wave actions in the water body. Therefore, different part of the same area may possess different species of organisms. Steepness of the mountain. The steepness of the mountain or hill allows the rainfall to run off. As a result, the loss of water causes water deficiency and quick aeration of the top soil, resulting in poor vegetation. On the other hand, the plains and valley are rich in vegetation due to the slow drain of surface water and bitter retention of water in the soil. There is poor vegetation in the slopy region compared to the plain. Commensalism. It is an interaction between two organisms in which one is benefited and the other is neither benefited nor harmed. The species that derives benefits is called as the commensal, while the other species is called as the host. The common example of commensalism are epiphytes. The plants which are found growing on the other plant without harming them are called as the epiphytes. So the epiphytes are the plants which attaches to the other plants only for the purpose of shelter. It attaches to the other plant. It does not obtain water or food from the host plant. Host means the plant where the epiphytes live. They are commonly found in tropical rainforest. The epiphytic higher plants, that is orchids, gets its nutrition and water from the atmosphere with the help of their hygroscopic roots, which contain a special type of spongy tissue called the velamen. The velamen is a spongy tissue which absorbs atmospheric moisture from the air. So it prefers its own food and does not depend upon the host. They use the host plant for support and does not harm it in any way. Many orchids, ferns, lianas, hanging mosses, peperoma, money plant and usnea are some of the example of epiphytes. Spanish mosses. Tillandsia grows on the bark of oak and pine trees. So interaction type, positive interaction, mutualism, combination plus indicate the benefit activity. So both the partners are benefited. Effects, both species benefited. Example, lichens and mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is a symbiotic association between the fungus and the roots of higher plants. Commensalism, only one organism is benefited, the other organism is not benefited. It does not get, also it does not get the harmed. One species of benefited and other species is neither benefited nor harmed. Example, orchids and lianas. In negative interaction, some of the negative interactions are predation, parasitism, competition, amensalism. In predation, Only one species get benefited, the other species are harmed. Drosera, Nepenthes, parasitism, one is benefited and the other species are harmed. Cascata, Durenta, Viscum. Competition, both the partners are harmful to each other. Grassland species, commensalism, harmful for one, but the other species are unaffected. Penicillium and Staphylococcus bacterium.